Hello, I'm Griscom, and I'm here with Amy, our wonderful facilitator of the Light Institute. And Amy works internationally with people from around the world, and we're talking about themes of our lives. We have so many themes that are going on in the world at this time. Themes of money, themes of relationship, of body. And so we want to see how it is that the Light Institute is able to help people to move through those themes in a way that brings us something new and allows us to go on. So Amy, tell me, in all of the clients that you have, all the people from various different parts of the world, what is a theme that you think would be important for us to converse about at this moment?
Well, Chris, what I find is so many people are awakening to their spiritual energy on the planet at this moment.
That's right.
And oftentimes it's wonderful, but what comes with it is some themes that start to begin to surface. And I think they are surfacing now because we're learning how to wield our spiritual energy in a new way on this planet, and to manifest in new ways. I mean, we've been through many epochs on this planet of really struggle,
Yes, we have.
Definitely really allowing our primordial bodies to kind of rule our life. And now that the spiritual energy is really coming in and flowing through people, I think it's challenging them to look at a new way to be able to use it and to really integrate it in life. And recently I had a client, and it was really fascinating what she was kind of looking at, because she felt very connected spiritually to her light. It really nourished her all of her life. But when it came to really experiencing that in her life, in her body fully, she was having troubles in her work life, in her relationships. There seemed to be something that was blocking that from really flowing, and so she could use her spiritual energy.
So she was living kind of two lives, one in a private way and then her personality into the world.
Exactly. Exactly. And so what we did is we went into a lifetime. What she experienced was that same kind of energy that she experiences now, where she really felt connected at the beginning. She was very poor, she was a woman, but she really felt connected to her light. And that really nourished her and supported her. In her childhood, she would run around in nature and pretend that like she had beautiful white flowing gowns on. And so she really felt that in her life. And her whole family, they worked for a very wealthy family in a beautiful home. She didn't resent that. She actually loved that. She enjoyed the energy. Then she had a family of her own. And what she started to perceive through her own children is so often all they're doing is working hard. That was kind of the work ethic, you know. And they weren't struggling. They weren't really feeling a sense of burden in that. It was just the way they did. They worked hard every day, all of their life. And she tried to spend all the time she could with her children to really instill, to give them that chance to really open to their own light in their lives. But what she found was they were going through seeing, you know, kind of through their experience, that they were kind of going through that cycle of doing nothing but work, work, work. And so she really started to feel helpless. She tried to create more space with them, but she didn't know what to do with that. And after a while in her life, she started feeling like that she couldn't really move around in the conversation anymore. She started to lose energy, that life force energy. The more she doubted herself, the more separated she felt from her light, from the source. So at some point that began to turn in on her in a physical way. As she grew older, she didn't have any energy for life, and and that's actually how she died. It was almost like because the body wasn't able to experience that fully, and it wanted to so badly that it turned in on itself and created illness, and that's how she died. And it was really an opening for her, because she realized that, you know, she, in this lifetime now, she's been manifesting some illness in her life. And she never would have made that connection that, you know, in some way, she felt she'd been hiding behind that spiritual energy. It did nourish her, and even though she didn't have this or that in her life, she kind of made do with that. And she realized that her body was really calling for the experience. So the next lifetime, we actually went into a lifetime in which she completely felt connected to the source in her body. And it was really beautiful, because she could just really move around and realize that nature, all of her relationships, that there was a true giving and receiving, that she was part of the source energy, that she nourished nature, she nourished life, and it nourished her. So everything was just kind of at her fingertips.
Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. I think it's so important for us to begin to experience that we are also the givers. You know, that poverty is a state of mind.
Yes.
And it does connect to energy. And when we have a sense of being nourished by nature, it feeds the body.
Absolutely.
And that we live in the body. And we don't just live in the work that we do.
Right.
So that's great that she was able to do that, because the body is so sensitive to our thought forms and our feelings. And we want to be able to heal people. And so you have given that gift of allowing her to heal her body, to come into her body, and to use maybe the invisible, the spiritual energy to be present. Spectacular. Thank you.